Perfect Turd Podcast, episode 85, Lamar. The Last Mercenary.
I thought you were going to try to say it in French. Oh.
La Mercenary.
Yeah, that sounds right. That's definitely French. Yeah. Jean-Claude Van Damme is back. I think he's 60 now, and he's back in this movie. It's basically a French action movie, a contemporary one.
I still get excited when he has a new movie. I grew up a huge fan of Van Damme, and I watch all his stuff. I stuck with him till the end. So
yeah, and I mean he has some DVD stuff that's kind of he is. We always talk about this. He tries.
He's
not like another person that we talk about. He at least cares. He at least gives it effort to make things work.
He doesn't do all of his own stunts,
no,
but he does a decent percentage of them, especially compared to the other guys.
Well, I think he just knows how to stay in shape. Like, he has this thing on YouTube where he does like more, I think, body resistance stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, without spoiling it too much, because it is still new, what's the general plot of this one?
Well, he plays an older secret agent. He's been in the game, but his long-lost son, who he kind of set up to have like an allowance every month, his identity gets stolen, and he gets framed for basically being like this crazy, like, drug dealer criminal guy. And so he kind of has to come back and save his son with the help of his son's friends. Yeah. And so they go on this, basically this adventure to clear his son's name.
What I liked about that was all the characters are unique.
Yes.
And they're all fun in different ways. The villain, or the guy that he's been crossed with, the great villain that loves Scarface.
Is obsessed with it to the point where he has an office that's set up like the office, like, what's his name? Frank's office in Scarface. He does the quotes. He dresses like him. He talks like him. It's great. Yes.
Very good. Van Damme's character is great because he's like the super spy, super whatever. Like, he beats everyone up. He's so awesome that he could even change his voice to sound like other people, that made me laugh.
And then also a funny character was the guy that kind of messes up everything for the son. I think, what was he? He was like some diplomat or something like that. But he was funny, though.
Yeah.
So,
it was all good. I mean, and that's been the thing the last few years. Van Damme has really embraced comedy.
Yes.
And he's good at it. He knows how to kind of like make fun of himself. He's embraced that, unlike other people that that are similar. But I think he's great. I think he should continue with the comedy, action comedy stuff.
I think the thing is that he can combine the two, because of course he's older and stuff like that. Like, is he gonna? Well, you never know. Is he gonna do the windmill? Not the windmill, but the helicopter kick in the air and everything like that in every movie? No. He does still do the splits.
Yeah.
He still got the splits, and he can still kick high. But I think he offsets that, like you said, with he makes fun of himself. He can, wink at the camera. And this movie is also self-aware. Yeah. So it doesn't take itself seriously. And then it's also kind of like a different, because we talked about this before. In America, it's kind of like this smart-ass comedy, like, ha-ha, you're dumb. But in this, it's kind of more cartoonish and everything like certain things. So,
that's the thing I guess we should mention. This movie was made in, I guess, France. Mm-hmm. And so the version that's on Netflix currently is like an English dub. Would you have preferred subtitles, or did you like the dub?
Okay. I actually watched it with the English subtitles. I don't mind. Okay. I think it's because I don't know if we've mentioned this. I'm obsessed with Narcos as a show, so I'm always going to be down with subtitles. Okay. As long as you have enough violence, Joe. Okay. That's a rule. Yes.
Yeah, I watched it with the English dub, and sometimes it could be a little distracting with the lips not matching up with the thing, but it was well done. I think, like, to get humor, like, you kind of do need... The subtitles don't necessarily translate. It's the way they say it. Yeah, so that's why I watched it with the English dub,
They also have a lot of physical comedy there, too, as well. So that helps it, and it's shot well. It looks like a good, like...
Oh, yeah.
Is there any green screen in this?
Yeah, there is.
A little bit.
But
it's not
it's
like
done
over.
well. It's
Yep.
not like over the top with green screen, but everything is done well, and it does look good.
Yeah.
And there's kind of like a retro throwback vibe that they put in there too.
I think that goes with the villain. I think that also goes with, like, of course, Jean-Claude Van Damme making fun of himself.
Yeah.
And I think, we're in this like era right now where everything that we did in the 80s is rife to make fun of,
Yeah.
Joe, as a culture. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking while I was watching this, I was like, man, Van Damme works really well in this format. And I was thinking of like American equivalents, and I was, I mentioned Tower Heist or even like an Ocean's 11, Now You See Me, those types of movies where it's an action comedy ensemble cast.
Yes.
I totally feel like Van Damme can fit in with those types of movies. I mean, this movie proves it to me. Like,
It goes to, I think, the cast working well with each other. Because, okay, you go to Ocean's 11, everybody works well with each other.
Yeah.
And with Van Damme, it's kind of like with him, he's a character in real life anyway. So he works well, not like other people who don't work well. And it's one of those things where it's like, you just got to have fun with yourself. Like, you can't take everything serious.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. Well, what are you rating it?
I give it a 4 out of 5. I mean, it's not perfect, but I had a good time with it. It was cool. It was good to see a movie that didn't rely heavily on green screen, that wasn't gritty and somber. So I liked it. It was very self-aware. I laughed at parts. And so 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I agree. It's a 4 out of 5. I had a great time with it. It's always good to see Van Damme. He's still, doing the kicks. So, and I'm enjoying his action comedy. So yeah, I do recommend it. 4 out of 5.
Yep. Yippers.
Right on. Well, does that wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right. The Last Mercenary. Peace. How do you say peace in French?
We'll have to do some research. Maybe it doesn't translate as well. What if this means something completely different in France? And then we get like threatened or something. I don't know. That's the simple question, Joe. And I don't know.
Anyways.